November 24th, 1971. The night before Thanksgiving. A man boarded a plane in Portland, Oregon. He wore a dark business suit, a white shirt, a black tie. He looked ordinary, calm, unremarkable. Within hours, he would become the only air hijacker in American history who was never caught. His name? D.B. Cooper. And after jumping from a plane into the darkness, he was never seen again. Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 was scheduled for a short trip to Seattle. Just 30 minutes in the air. The man purchased a one-way ticket. He used the name Dan Cooper. He took seat 18C. After takeoff, he handed a small note to a flight attendant. At first, she thought it was a phone number. But when she looked closer, the note said something chilling. "I have a bomb." He opened his briefcase slightly. Inside were red cylinders, wires, what appeared to be a detonator. He did not shout. He did not panic. He remained calm. He ordered a bourbon and soda. Then he made his demand. $200,000 in cash. 4 parachutes. And a fuel truck waiting in Seattle. The pilots were informed. Air traffic control was alerted. And the FBI began preparing for something they had never faced before. When the plane landed in Seattle, the money was delivered. The parachutes were brought on board. All 36 passengers were released safely. But Cooper was not finished. With only the flight crew remaining, the plane took off again. Cooper gave clear instructions. Fly toward Mexico. Keep the altitude low. Maintain a slow speed. And most importantly, leave the rear staircase accessible. The Boeing 727 had a unique feature. A rear stairway that could be lowered mid-flight. Few aircraft had that design. The plane entered the dark skies over Washington state. Rain began to fall. Winds were strong. The night was cold. At approximately 8:13 p.m., the aircraft suddenly shifted. The rear staircase had been lowered. Somewhere over miles of dense forest. D.B. Cooper strapped the ransom money to his body, put on one of the parachutes, and stepped into the storm. He jumped into darkness, into freezing rain, into the unknown. When the plane landed in Reno, Nevada, he was gone. The briefcase was left behind. His black tie was found on a seat. But the man himself had vanished. Within hours, the FBI launched one of the largest manhunts in its history. Agents searched forests, mountains, rivers. Helicopters scanned the terrain. Military aircraft assisted. The case was given a code name: NORJAK, short for Northwest Hijacking. Investigators recorded every serial number. From the ransom money, banks across the country were notified. If even one bill appeared, they would know. Years passed. Nothing surfaced. No confirmed sightings. No parachute found. No body recovered. Then in 1980, nearly 9 years later, a young boy digging along the Columbia River made a discovery. 3 bundles of decayed cash. The serial numbers matched the ransom money. But it was only a small portion. Most of the $200,000 was never found. The discovery raised more questions. Did Cooper land near the river? Did the money drift downstream? Or had someone placed it there? The mystery deepened. Over the decades, the FBI investigated more than 800 suspects. Some believed Cooper was a trained paratrooper. Others thought he may have military experience. A few investigators believed he never survived the jump. The weather conditions that night were severe. Strong winds, heavy rain, freezing temperatures. Experts remain divided. Some argue survival was nearly impossible. Others believe his calm behavior suggested careful planning. Interestingly, the name D.B. Cooper was actually a mistake. The ticket was purchased under Dan Cooper. But a media reporting error changed history. The name D.B. Cooper stuck forever. In 2016, after 45 years of investigation, the FBI officially suspended active investigation of the case. Resources were redirected elsewhere. But the mystery remains open. No confirmed identity. No confirmed death. No confirmed survival. Just a man in a suit. A ransom of $200,000. A stormy night. And a jump into darkness. Was D.B. Cooper a criminal mastermind? A desperate risk-taker? Or a man who miscalculated and never made it out alive? More than 50 years later, the question still remains. Who was D.B. Cooper? And how did he disappear? Without a trace.